finally, November 2019. This is the 11th month of the year, and again, of course, we have the 1111 gateway that comes with it every time. I'm going to talk really quick about, I actually have on my phone my own article that I wrote a couple weeks ago about November and what was coming. I brought it all through from Higher Self. And I'm going to go over my notes from my meditation that I have to help assist all of you with what to expect in November. You thought October was a little wild. Wait for November. It's going to continue. These last few months of this year are assisting us with the final releasing of all that we need to do to see the shadow selves, to remove that which we no longer serves our highest and greatest good, and to also integrate new energies. Remember, we have to remove the old energy to allow the new within us. So we have new codes coming. So in order to receive them fully, we've got to let go of the old stuff. That's really quite important. So this does continue this month. This month is what I always call the codes of one, the codes of oneness, our connection and our alignment with the one. And it's very important to always be in center. I feel the energies are coming into the room. I'm getting a hug. Okay, thank you. We're also continuing embodiment for those of us that are going through that part of our process. For me, a couple weeks ago, gosh, I can't remember what day it was. It was actually a few days before other people started it. For some reason, I always tend to do things a few days before. I think it's because I'm supposed to write about it before, but I've been so busy that I haven't had time to. But I have a lot of energy in the room. But as I was going through my embodiment of another part of myself, another aspect of me, I literally finished outside in the sun, and I sat down, did a meditation, and my entire body was moving on its own. It does its own thing now, and it's because I am embodying my higher self. That is part of this process of ascension that we are all going through. So for me, I literally got up and I just started walking. I'm like, wait, I don't want to go that way, but my body was going that way. It was like, yeah, we're going this way. My body had its own agenda. My higher self was taken over. There's somebody here with me because I could feel the energy right here next to me, and I just saw him flash again. Very blue energy, what I'm getting over here. So I'm going to go ahead and first I do want to let everybody know that William and I will be in Miami in the month of November. And I will be conducting private sessions, and if you would want William to assist me with your session, he will be doing it on a voluntary basis, but that will be November 17th and 19th in Miami, Florida, and it is on my website. You can go to the events page if you would like to have a private session with us there. Very powerful healing sessions. There's light language activations in there for your soul. It's a DNA activation. It goes through the DNA at the cellular level. And I've had discussions with my dear sister Sandra Walter about this. Her and I just did a quick little video together. That's part of her DNA mastery class. And that's part of the actual session that we do. They are very powerful. You can read the testimonials on my website. They help align you with who you are, what you want to do. They help clear you. They help find the root of things that you have to release to move forward. We have also activated people's kundalinis. And if you're interested, we're doing 1-hour sessions. Again, they're in Miami, Florida, November 17th and 19th. I just put it up. They're already booking. There's only a handful of them. So if you want one or you would like to do this in person with us, we will be there for those couple days. Then we will be off to another place that I don't really know anyone there. I think we know a couple people there, but if you're interested in having a session in Curacao, then go ahead and send me a little message, because we'll be there for a little bit, because it's time for William to head back to the Netherlands. So please let us know. November, I have, of course, the codes of one. I have been seeing 6 ones in a row. I even yesterday saw 7 ones in a row. I was on my elliptical trainer, and it was 1 1 1 1 1 1 1, and I was just like, whoa. But it continues to come up. It's just reminding me that it is November and it is the codes of one this month. And this is the one, aligning yourself with who you are. We are all part of the one. We are all fragment of source in these physical bodies. Okay? And we are becoming who we are. We are becoming our higher self, our highest and purest source of light that we've ever been and that we've ever embodied in each life. We are bringing that into us and we are becoming that. And we are reconnecting with the divine unconditional love that we are, that we have been separated from for so long. Okay, it's such a wonderful part of the process when you really feel that divine love that is within you, that you are. There's no going backwards after that. Okay, so I'm going to I want to read what I wrote. It's on my website, it is on my Facebook, and it's on my Instagram. I was trying to cover everywhere, and so that you can see it. I'm going to put my crystal down really quick. Just so you know, I have just moved into another apartment, so I'm in my bedroom now because the little part I'm going to use for my office is not ready yet, so that's why you're seeing me here. And William may be stopping in here in a little bit, so you will get to see and hear what he has to say. Okay, I wrote this. It's just called November Shift, and I'm going to start doing these more. My higher self said it's time to write, so I'm going to be writing whenever I get these downloads. Normally I would just get them and I would write them and I never would post them, but now I'm being guided that I need to post them on my website all the time, even if they're small. They want me to post them because they're really important for all of you to read. So if you're not reading from my website, or you're not signed up on my website to receive the new information that I put there, go to my website. There's a little thing you can sign up to actually receive it through email, okay? But here's how it came. There is a flash of rays or codes incoming in 2 weeks of Earth time that will shift the structures of many things. This shift is the beginning of the co-creation of the change for the Earth year 2020. Our efforts, combined with the efforts of those upon the planet currently assisting, will identify the changes through the existence within their sacred hearts. Lightworkers, keep up the excellent work as your efforts are known. The molecular changes occurring are essential for those that choose to ascend, yet also for the human race to free themselves from their own combative thinking. The heart is the center of our universe. It is the core structure of the human fields, dynamic electric and magnetic occurrence that connects with the flow of all that is and ever has been. However, the mind creates boundaries when not connected to the heart. Creation is a key point in our ability to survive, yet the disconnect from the heart has shifted humanity's survival to be that of selfishness, rather than all loving, caring, nurturing, sharing, kindness, and so forth. The shifts occurring will strengthen the bond within those that see with the eyes of their hearts. The bond of the sacred heart and sacred mind is crucial in the dynamic flow of loving existence within one another to create the new world template. This bond will further eliminate the structural basis that many live within. The shakeup will continue in the human cycle of change. The change will also occur within the societal influences through the TV networks and social media. Please use discernment. Follow your heart. The truth is now revealing itself, and now it is time for all to be aware of their own interactions with the political spectrum. The arena is emptying. The lies will not be heard any longer, and the non-heartfelt decisions currently occurring will be aware to many more that are now awakening. Mother Earth is not one to be taken advantage of, as she has provided unselfishly for billions of years, universally, and will continue. Your heartbeat is her heartbeat. Your breath is her breath. Do you have the eyes of the heart that see and feel her within your own existence? Become one with all that is and ever has been. For you are all and everything. When you understand this, you will forgive yourself for all the non-hurt decisions that you have chosen and all that you have seen as anything or anyone separate from you. I am the eyes that see. I am you. We are never separate, and we are never alone. In God's grace, the Mother and the Father, we are one. And of course, I always end my articles with the threefold flame. I'm just going to actually, in the middle of my video, do that, because I'm not sure if you guys can hear me very well. I'm on that new computer, and a lot of people complain that it's too quiet. But if you're watching it, put it on one of those speakers, because then you can adjust the volume better that way. A lot of people I know hook it up to their TV, so that helps too. Okay, here's the information that I got with this month. I did a quick meditation, and it is the continue of releasing the old energy to allow your heart opening, divine love flow. Because when we can release the old energies, when we can release the stuff that really doesn't matter anymore, the stuff that is just, so much of the past that it doesn't make sense to hold on to, when you can let that go and clear yourself of that and transform out of that, then you allow yourself to take in the new coding. You allow yourself to move forward in the process from healing to coherence to activation to embodiment and then quantum. It's a constant. It's a continuous flow through this process. And if you're not starting with the healing first, which is releasing the old, forgiveness is a big part of the healing. If you're not doing that, then you aren't moving forward. Okay, and some of us have been doing that for a very long time, and some of us actually do that work for the collective as well. We go around and do that kind of work on the earth. So you will continue that. It may get a little chaotic, okay? It may feel that way. So if it does feel that way, please center yourself the best way you know how. Stay in your alignment, stay in your own vibration. Do whatever it is for you that takes you there. For some people it's dancing, for some people it's exercise or swimming, for some it's yoga, Pilates, for some people stone balancing. Some people love to cook, and that takes them into their center. You do whatever you can. Meditate. Get out in nature, and if you can, in nature, get in the water. If it's warm for you, get in the water, get those codes. But if you're near an ocean, get in that salt water. It's very cleansing as well. And the cleansing in that energy is fantastic. Lean against a tree, hug a tree, sleep under a tree. The trees hold so much wisdom. Release into Mother Earth, and remember to always thank her in return, because she's going to send healing energy into you. When you send your negative energy into the earth, she transmutes it immediately and sends you back healing energy if you ask her for it. Remember to thank her. She is a living, breathing consciousness. Okay. In this month, focus on your reality. Okay. I'm going to say, stop being indecisive. Okay. Mercury retrograde is here now, and I just wrote another piece about Mercury retrograde and about taking advantage of Mercury retrograde, because it slows us down so that we can actually take the time to actually get in nature. So if your electronics are getting funky for you, or something's not working, that spirit going, get outside. Go outside and connect with earth, connect with spirit, meditate, slow down, and make the decisions this month that are going to be really, really life-changing, I'm going to say, for you, okay? A lot of people have been gearing up and getting ready to make decisions that they haven't made yet, or they're in between making those decisions. This is the time now, I want to say this, I'm feeling the surge, this is the time now, get out there and make those decisions. It's really important. And stay positive. That's what I have. Focus on your reality, okay? Focus on your reality. Focus on making decisions. Focus on your priorities, okay? I keep having the King Solomon and Solomon seals keep coming forward and stuff for me. And to me, that's about focusing on your priority. So continue to look in your life at what's the most important for you right now and focus on that and make those decisions and make sure you make them from the heart, okay? It is extremely important to make them from there, not the head. Know that the universe will always provide for you no matter what decision you make, okay? As long as you're staying positive, you're in the heart and you're understanding how everything works with the spiritual law of attraction. Excuse me, I need a little drink. So, really important. Stay positive. Stay focused, and do not try and analyze things. Okay, get out of the ego. Go into the heart. Sacred mind, sacred heart. Balance yourself. That's one thing. Feel balancing yourself, staying in your energy, staying in alignment is going to be so important. Do not allow outside influences to sway you in any way, because what I see, this is strange what I'm seeing right now. Well, maybe it's not strange. What I'm seeing right now is like crowds of people just like almost like verbal back and forth at each other, and like you're staring in the center and you're just like, oh. So those of us that are here working on balancing the energies, those of us that are far enough along in the process that can balance, get in your balance, get in your vortex, get in your alignment, stay centered. For those of you that speak light language, I cannot emphasize this enough. Speak the light language. Do it from the heart. It centers you, okay? It will also change the vibration around you because it is an elevated vibration. It is very important. We've activated a lot of you. A lot of you are getting activated. The last events we did, even the Alba Wyman one, I want to say 70% of the people, 75% of the people walked out speaking it. And they are activated. So the ones that did not speak it yet, that weren't ready yet, they will be speaking it. They'll be waking up and going, what did I just say? Because I'm already getting emails from the ones that didn't speak it the day, but they received the activation. They woke up 2 days later and they're like, I woke up speaking it. What am I supposed to do? So it's very important. Get out in nature. Allow yourself to speak it. Get in touch with your higher self with it. It's codes coming in, it's sounds coming in, it's vibration coming in, and it's a higher elevated energy, okay? Keep going with it, don't stop. That's the other thing in the sessions that we'll be doing in Florida will be to also, part of that will be to activate you to speak light language as well, okay? It's very important because you can use it for so many different things in your life. I don't even know anymore how many people have gotten activated from the videos that I put out there and from events that I've done, and there's some other activators out there that I've actually activated some people who are activators, so they're getting ready to start doing it as well. I've listened to light language from some other people that have been doing it for a while, but I don't feel activations from them at all. And they're very popular people, but I don't feel activation at all. They have beautiful messages, but there's some people who are activators and there are some who just are not, but they're bringing through beautiful messages and beautiful energy, which is okay. That's beautiful because that's what most people are doing. They're going to bring through that new vibration, the higher vibration, that love energy, and that helps shift the world. It shifts your inner being and it shifts outside of you as well. So keep going with that. Separate yourself from the drama outside. Okay, I just said that when I was just sawing with the chaos. Deal with your inner chaos, resolve it in love. So whatever is going on in your life, remember these gateways, these last couple gateways, these last few gateways, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, 12, they are all these gateways. It's a final shakeup before 2020 to have you resolve anything that's still within you, that's coming up, any triggers that you're seeing, any mirroring that you have going on with someone else. It's time for you to resolve that stuff because 2020 is coming. 2020 is going to be huge. Around Christmas time, literally around Christmas time, I see fire. And I don't know exactly, I haven't tuned into it yet, but I see fire, but it's not like fire, like burning down something. It's violet. It's like the violet flame, but there's blue flames as well. And so I'm not sure yet exactly what that means. I will tune in some more, but it's going through It's going through just before my birthday in January. So I'm not positive what it is. All I know is I see it's a huge dynamic shift is what they're saying. The principles in life and the way we know it are going to change dramatically. That's what I just received. So allow ourselves to feel the change, allow the outcome. It is all for the best. Don't run and hide. Create what you want in your field of dreams. A higher self just takes over. I don't mind. Okay. Life changes, decisions. I've already said that. Releasing unforgiveness towards others to heal and move forward is really important at this time. If there's people in your life that you just something happened with them and you haven't forgiven them yet, it's really important to go ahead and face that now and release that unforgiveness, because if you don't, if you hold on to that, then you're not going to move forward. So you want to do that. You want to take care of that within you. You don't want to hold on to anything that needs to be healed, because the wounds will still be there, and you cannot move forward with that at all. I'm just trying to turn my phone thing off. There we go. Okay. Okay, so the other thing I have for, which this comes up a lot, know your needs are provided for and really trust this part of the process. There's a lot of people, and even I've gone through it, and sometimes I still do now, because I'm like, I moved into a bigger apartment. I'm like, okay, the rent's more, okay, how am I going to do this? And I'm like, okay, I need to trust. I need to just trust. Because some things going on in my life where somebody's doing some things that that deal with the cash flow, and it's a game. So right now I'm trusting in the process that all is well and all will flow, and whatever is needed for me and my kids will be here. And I can't worry about it, because if we worry about it, then that's what we attract. So I'm just trusting that everything's going to flow. That's what I do with the trips that I take as well. When I go do earth work, I just trust and go, and somehow Spirit provides by the time that the bill comes. So all is well. So if you can move past the ego, that created ego, where we've learned that, well, we can't do anything until we get a paycheck. If you can turn that around and live your life doing things, living your life doing what you want to do, and trust that somehow you're going to be provided for, it will shift. Your reality will shift. Hi.
Hello.
So we're going to continue that. William is here. So I'm just in the middle of this. Hello. So I'm going to continue. Okay.
Namaste. Yes.
So we're just in the middle of recording. So what else I got was earth and water, which I think I already talked about. Really getting outside on the earth if you can. This month it's away from people. Run! No. Just really get out and take your time in Mother Nature and allow yourself to connect with her, and be free is the word I'm getting. Be free. Again, allow others their point of view. This keeps coming up. Allow people their point of view and then let go. So we can allow everyone to have their point of view. It doesn't have to be your point of view, but they can say their piece, you can say your piece, and then you can release and let go, move forward. Because someone's point of view is not always going to be yours, but there's something in it that we have to look within and see. And him and I, we're working on that, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
We admit it.
It's going very well. Yeah, the more we have and interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really surrendering to the heart and embrace what is being seen from each other's perspective and what's going on, what's being triggered. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's especially when now we are together. I've spent a long time also alone, and Keleena also. So now you're coming together. The vibrations are coming together. There's more light coming together, and also in that way the shadow sides, thing that needs to be resolved, are coming up easier, and then you have to look at it and embrace it and release
And
it.
they're little things. They're not the big, because we've gone through, our journey has been for a long, long time, separate from each other, but together, because we've had the energy of each other forever.
With us.
With us, but doing our releasing with other people. And now that we're together, it's like those final things that I talked about earlier in the video. Some of you that have been going through this for a long time, you're getting those final things these last couple of months coming up, things that we need to see to get rid of. So for 2020, we can be clear, because those new organic timelines that we're already starting to create, as we're releasing more and more, we're already creating that new organic shift for ourselves. It's really important to let that stuff go.
My experience now is with Keleena is all the reflections are now more combined in oneness, and they're all mine from my perspective, and also the other way around. So it's amazing when you're going to discover that everything is in that way your own. Yeah, there's only one. One love.
Yes.
One light.
Okay, so the next thing I have is establish a good foundation for yourself. So this can go in many different ways. This can be a personal foundation for yourself as far as in your ascension process, okay? Really understand your beingness, why you're here. Don't go in the head and think about it, go in the heart. And also establishing a foundation for yourself. A lot of people have been wondering if they're going to move, if they need to leave a job, or if they're starting a new job, starting a new business. This came up really strong. My guide said, establish a good foundation for yourself. So loud in my ear, I was like, okay, I better write that one down. So sit down, be in your heart, and really allow it to come forward. Again, if you haven't watched my Follow Your Heart video, it's a 11-minute video. Watch it, because it teaches you how to follow your heart. It's a step-by-step how to follow your heart to get the answers within yourself. So watch that when you're meditating. Watch that and see if the answers you're looking for come up for you. It will allow you to find out what is a good foundation for you. I have a lot of our clients that have now finally moved. They've been going through that. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Blah, 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 blah. Should I stay at this job? The decisions this year were hard. It wasn't until they finally trusted and moved into their heart that everything just started to unfold. And now they are actually moving out of jobs. They are moving across the country. They're moving out of the country. So for everybody, the shift is happening if you move here and you trust in the process. So
it's always a perfect divine time.
It always is. It's part of our blueprint, and our blueprints have overlapped.
Yes.
So here we go. Really big, I got again in my ear, balance and stay in alignment. I said that earlier in the video. It's really important this month to stay in balance and stay in alignment, because the chaos is going to be going on. Unplug yourself from your TVs and your media. I am like, what I saw was a big plug outlet and the plug getting pulled out. So if you can unplug from that stuff and stay in your heart, stay centered, and be divine. Stay in your divinity is what I just heard. Allow yourself to just be. Don't worry about that hoopla. But while you're doing that, remove your own chaos within. Just like my article said, I can't remember what it said now. I read it earlier in the video, but it was about your own stuff in your head. I can't remember.
Be in the moment.
I'm in the moment, so I can't remember what I said. So go back and review it, or just read the article on my website. Also, I received, continue allowing yourself to become whom you are. You are changing, and so is the world around you. That was a really powerful message, because everybody's in that different part of their process. But we have codes coming in this month that are going to be massive, and the shifts that are happening within you are going to be big. Okay, they're going to be substantial, especially those that are just awakening. They're not going to know what's happening, and there's going to be the chaos with them as well. Remember that if you've already gone before the others and you understand this part of the process, you don't have to have gone very far to understand what's happening, but put your hand out, be that helping hand, and help the others that are just awakening, because that will help them understand what they need to do to release the past, and so that they can move forward in their own process. Let's see if I have anything else. Nikita Todoma. No, I don't have any more notes. So I will do light language activations for the codes of one. I will do them for November here now. And then if you have anything light language that you want to add,
Kitianama.
Akiana Husumari Sisi.
Tinino manino sohita.
Kasi sa ko na naman.
Tinino ma.
No, shisiri ka na miyana.
Tikitiano sokuriana. Shintiano no manina kai. Antintiana ma.
Mama ina na karatu. We could just keep doing that. And you'll be like, what are they doing? What are they saying? Nikita shotopa mama ia aya a. Okay, I'm always going to start with the heart, you guys know. So just place your hands in receiving position with your palms up on your lap. And I'm going to start here. And I'm going to bring in the codes for November that are for those that are listening. This is for the collective. And let me go ahead and get this started. Shashama kiana kora katana karaskoto gropat korgoto sasa sikirana karatekia a uko manata shashikana kuna makiasa koto korgoto mama maya kia ya 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 shana karatene me koto shisikite mama oya karakianta sasu kora shuna na 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 ya 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 who kora katene kira si korgoto shama uko ukwa. This is the throat chakra, so there's still a lot that are going to have the throat chakra issues going on because they're, I'm feeling it on my throat for the collective. There's healing coming in as well. If you want the healing, just say accept this healing from Keleena. I need a little more room so I don't hit you. Okay, I'm at the sacral chakra, your creativity center. So if you're holding back emotions, here we go. Alignment. Kiana ha mononyana tama. Nyantu mayan shanta neya manya yai antura Emerikia ushutura ne mayaka. Namaste.
Kiani no mai, shintia no korea. To sotoi ninna kasatita antiani aini na mania. To koia kara kasi shintia ninno koia takati iti isiti titi anamani no i. Antini no korea tasishina. To koia nenin soto ishi hintaka ia taka antiana. Amin.
Yeah?
Like yesterday.
Yeah. Okay, we're just going to do something special for you guys. You're going to feel this in the heart. Allow this to come into the heart, okay? Kiana oshamana tata ika aratora. Mahia kuore.
Kitiana masu sukuria ninti shi hintaka i antiana na. Korea maninta susututuiti antiana maiyataka.
Some of you may know what we're doing. Filling it with love.
And light. Compassion. Truth.
Healing.
Healing.
Faith. Forgiveness. Courage. Abundance. Kiashanana satete memeakia ayaha.
Tiana.
Are you ready? 1, 2. Allow yourself to receive. 3. Okay. I love you.
I love
you. All right. That's it for November. If I receive more for November, we may come in halfway through a halfway point. We may do an 11/11 video. It just depends on what's going on. I feel the pull to probably go live on 11/11. So just know that all is well. Stay in your center, stay in your balance, stay in your heart. It's really, really important this month. Okay? We love you.
We love you.
Is there anything else you wanted to say?
Well, yes, about staying in the heart. Your heart is, in essence, love. And so be love. Even when you're not. Forgive yourself afterwards. Again, that's being in love. Also, loving yourself is that it's okay to make mistakes. And forgive yourself, forgive others. And come back into your heart in every moment, every day. Especially before you go to sleep. Try to take a moment in silence and forgive yourself and others, because we all know our path. And in essence, we don't know always what we do. And sometimes we're not strong enough or not loving enough because we are not always connected strongly enough. So say every night, making a connection, forgive and be love. That is being in your heart. Be love and light. God bless you. Namaste.
We love you. Eternal love, eternal light, eternal life.